You start with an old door wreath. This was on my door at Christmas time. I've removed all the decorations, bows, and now we start to remove all the dead foliage. Simply just pull it out as it would have dried and some of the stems may have shrunk. You can leave any binding, wire or twine that you might have had on there and leave it on there ready for the next wreath. We do all of our wreaths with a moss base, but it doesn't matter if it's straw or made of another material. Your new gyp door wreath will be just as nice. Keep the base as clean as you can because this is the start of your new one. Because of the colour of our moss door wreath, we like to use a simple white backing just to hide any colorations that might be seen through the Gypsophila. This is a simple white cellophane that I'm using, but it can be used as a plastic bag or anything similar. Unlike at Christmas time, when we use real wire to attach our foliage, this time we're going to use twine. It's a little bit softer on the stems and is less likely to break or damage them. Here's my amazing mum. Always wants to be in the video, but never quite in the video. Making sure it's nice and clean for me and making sure I've not missed any little grubs that have come out of the door wreath from Christmas. I either haven't double knotted the twine or I don't know my own strength. So here we go again. Let's retie it and double knot it this time, making sure it's nice and secure. We start by laying the cellophane or material over the top of the moss. We attach it by literally wrapping the twine over the top, pulling it nice and secure, and then back underneath and pulling it tight. I told you, she wants to be in that video again. Continue all the way around your moss door wreath, adding the twine a couple of inches apart, all the way around, back underneath and pulling it nice and tight as you go. Adding more pieces of paper, cellophane or bag as you go, just to cover the top so you can't see the moss throughout. Next, you want to cut lots of little clusters and bunches of Gypsophila ready to start adding to your door wreath. Then we layer them up with 2 or 3 little stems together into a nice little bunch. We lay them on top of the moss wreath, put your twine over the top, underneath and pull nice and tight, over the top, underneath and pull. You then grab another stem or 2, creating a tiny little bouquet and add it on in the same direction and repeat the process. Depending on how big you wanted your door wreath, you can diagonally add the pieces on left and right to make your door wreath slightly wider. Anyone spotted my glamorous assistant in the background, cutting some extra drip for me? We advise you not to have the stems too long. They can stick out the side of your wreath, so make sure you keep them nice and short and trim them if need be. Coming together nicely. In total, I think we've used between 12 and 15 stems of really good quality Gypsophila. You can get this from most florist stores, and it is far better than what you can find in the supermarket. Now becomes the real tricky part. We need to start adding the final few pieces by tucking the remaining stems underneath from where you started, just so you hide all the odd stems. And there we have it, the finishing touches. Make sure you pull it really tight and double knot it as you finish. Don't forget to leave yourself a little loop so you can hang it up too. Let us know your thoughts and leave a comment.